Good evening, you're listening to Mike and D versus the world. It's the radio show where you can get involved in many of our conversations based on various subjects that affect us on a daily basis. Anyway, I'm Mike.
And I'm D.
And you can get in contact with us on Facebook. That's Mike and D versus the world. Or you can tweet us on Twitter, obviously, at Mike and D. That's Mike and capital D. Or you can email us if you prefer that form of communication.
Try smoke signals as well while you're at it.
Why not? And that email address is Mike and the letter D 44 at yahoo.co.uk. I'll just say that one more time, and that's the only time I'm going to say it. That's Mike and D 44 at yahoo.co.uk. Or you can check out some of our older broadcasts on YouTube, and that's just simply Mike and D versus the world. You'll see a cool picture of us, and you could just click on and listen.
Yeah, but unfortunately last week's show has been put up due to many technical difficulties, so it will be up. I know that I said that last week, but I mean it this week. It really will be soon, sometime soon, as in not now, but soon.
So we really want to encourage you to get involved in the conversation, and hopefully we can resolve some of the world's problems.
Yeah,
or at least your own personal ones.
Yes, because you lot out there seem to be very timid or well reserved, whatever it is. But give us your best shot. We can take it. We want to hear from you guys. So if you're interested, you want to join in, or you've got something that you think we should be discussing, then just let us know. Mike's already read out the links. If you're listening to this online, you should be able to see all those links anyway. So anyway, enough of that. So what's been going on this week, Mike?
Well, not a lot. It's been an uneventful week in that sense, but I have had a number of people, talking to me in my everyday life, because obviously
people
right
talk
now
to you.
They do. They don't ignore me.
Wow,
right,
lucky
good.
man.
Which is good. I'd be worried if they ignored me.
See,
but I'm not worried because they don't.
You're not worried, yeah. Not like me, just because you decide to stand up on a bus and tell people exactly what's your mind, people start ignoring you.
Well,
I thought that would win me more friends,
usually
Mike.
The sign of madness. Talking to random strangers and telling them what you think about the world.
How else are you going to make friends, Mike, if you don't talk to random people? That's what makes the world go round. That's the problem with the world today. People don't want to talk to each other. They don't want to communicate. They don't want to know people. You know what I mean?
Okay. In fact, we'll put that out to the listeners. Have you got any suggestions to make the world a better place?
Because I got a feeling we can resolve that tonight on this show, in the hour-long show we're going to do. So within the next hour, we could possibly resolve the situation that's in what country is it again? Well, I was just assuming all situations, all the problems,
like Ukraine, Putin. If you're listening, just chill out,
man. Just
have a drink.
I'm not gonna say which drink. I think we all know. We all know.
Not stereotyping, but come on, we all know what you drink. All right. So have a drink, listen, and then you can phone up. David Cameron or some other leaders that actually matter. All right. And say, you know what? It was problem solved. We ain't gonna do that stuff anymore. It's all sorted.
We're chilling out. That's good.
Yeah. But people have been talking to me, like I said before, and I had someone come up to me and said, so what are you going to give up?
What?
And
you being robbed?
That's what I think. You sound like
what you got for me? What do you mean?
Like, give me that phone. No one that said that to me. You think anyone could say that to me? No, I'm joking.
Is that you going on?
Anyone could say that to me.
Anyone could. Okay, take it.
I wouldn't. I'm just saying they can all say that to me. It depends on who it is.
But you're saying that would be the bad move. That'd be the wrong move. You could say it.
If it's a large number of them, right, then and I'm outnumbered, then I feel somewhat threatened. All right, then I would obviously just,
Well, you
give up.
Just give up. There's no point. It's a phone, Mike. I mean, do you really want to die for a phone? The way I see it, it's pointless. You can always buy a new phone.
Doesn't have to end in death.
No, I mean, the thing that gives me joke is that if it was one of the situations where it wasn't even so much about the phone, it's the principle, it's the principalities. You know what I'm saying? The man comes and say to you, give me your phone, like, what? You talking to? I ain't giving you my phone. You know what I mean? But Could be like them old time Nokias, like, you know, the brick phone. But the fact is, it's your phone, Mike.
It's mine.
You know, it's a principle. You can't just because a man come up and tell you.
Why? Why should
I want answers. Explain yourself, sir. Who the hell do you think you are? My phone. Good.
You'd be finished.
I think I'd make him think about his life.
I'd say, sorry, sir, you've made me contemplate my ways, and I'm going to end this life of crime and now go to university.
And well, he would, Mike. Well, he should as well. So
study botany. I think instead,
and I think that's the key. People are not suggesting botany to enough thieves. That is why we have the problem we have now. I mean, trust me, like with old Putin over there, take a bit of gardening up. You know, relax. You know, that's all it takes.
Too cold. Weather.
Always do the excuses with these guys. Always something in it. Oh no, it's too cold.
It's not a tropical climate, though, is it? You ain't gonna have no mangoes growing in Russia.
I'm sure that the whole of Russia, all the population, not just standing around in the snow, shivering,
waiting for mangoes.
Yeah, we planted them a couple of years ago. We thought they would have come through by now.
Seeds are a bit big.
First time we've done anything like this, so we'll just give it more time.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's a slight sidetrack, but I'm just thinking about, you know, when you like get a mango, right? Yeah. I'm not saying you just go out getting mango.
We're trying to say, Mike. I'm just saying it was chicken last week. Nice mango. You love him. Look at you. Look at you, mate. Look at the juice around your mouth. Yeah. Oh, that's how they keep their skin so shiny.
Yeah.
Mango juice.
Mango juice. Probably be more sticky than anything else. But if you plant a seed, I don't know, cress.
Okay,
that's a bad example. Alright, but an apple seed or something, you'll get a little seedling, right?
Okay,
because it's a little seed.
Yeah, it's the circle of
life. But with a mango, you've seen how big the seed is.
Yeah, that's a serious. Well, you know what?
Getting a seed in.
that's made for protection.
You can't destroy that. That's some Jack and the Beanstalk stuff.
I'm sure it starts really small and then it gets big. I don't think it's just
out of that big
instant tree. Yeah, I've seen a mango seed. Yes.
Yeah, right. So how are you going to get a little seedling?
Yeah, well, all of that seed, most of that is protection. That's casing, that's shells. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day,
why is it so paranoid? Why does it need that much protection?
It's survival. You know what I mean? There was probably a breed of mango that seed looks like a juicy steak. Yeah, and then it was destroyed forever.
An aggressive force of green fly that attacked the mango specifically.
He didn't plan ahead, Mike. You know, he took the green fly as a joke. There's loads of mangoes. What are they going to do? And now look, it's gone. Because
so they had to grow like 4 inches of shell.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, so no green fly taking advantage of a mango now, man. I tell you.
That's true. That is true. But back to what I originally started with, which is when someone said, "What are you going to give up?" And I was like, "I don't know." And they said, Lent.
Oh, I see.
Lent. For those people out there who are more knowledgeable than us about Lent.
Well, this is what I wanted to say. Because what the hell is Lent? I mean, it sounds terrible.
Probably I should know. A bad choice of words there.
Something to do with the Bible and religion and that. I don't know anything. I know the last time Lent was discussed with me in any length. Last time I heard about Lent, it's new, isn't it? This last year they brought it in. I don't know. It's a fad, Mike. So One Direction. Gonna forget all about it next week. Anyway, no. I remember in school doing something about Lent. You know, you do your little productions, you dress up.
Do tell. What was your Lent lesson?
I just remember gluing bits of paper to other bits of paper, and then
I'm pretty sure Lent was more.
Not in my school. Well, maybe it's got a bit jumped up over the years, but I'm pretty sure it's all about
lights and smoke and candles and all that.
Gluing stuff to other stuff, making signs. And is it something to do with Easter? I'm sure it's something to do with Easter.
I don't think it is.
Well,
you know why?
Why is that?
Because Easter's later.
But maybe it's the run up to Easter. It's like Lent, Easter. Maybe it's that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Once you know,
but then you could say that about
Lent in the air, son. Easter is on his way.
You could say that about Christmas then. Anything could be the run up to
Christmas New Year.
Yeah, Christmas Lent.
Well, no, you're not going to jump the whole.
So I had to jump.
Yeah, well, yeah, you got within reason. You can't just.
What month is it now?
We're in March now.
Yeah, when did Lent start?
I'm sure it was like last month. Well, it had to be last month.
So the beginning. You could jump 2 months into the future with Lent. Is that what you're saying?
I heard that Lent dropped on a funny time this year, so it was a funny time. It's it's a bit
shorter,
funny, peculiar, not funny.
How can it change times?
Because I'm sure it's something to do with either the first week in March or the last week, something like that. One of those kind of things. So that's how it fell. So I think it should have, because it's something to do with Pancake Day, isn't it? So you got Pancake Day.
When was
Pancake Day was Tuesday.
I missed that.
You missed it. Yeah, it should have been around my house, man.
It makes sense. There was pancakes in my house. I made no
just
connection. I made no connection.
Pancakes,
with it.
you vain family. You don't want to think of some kind of day for pancakes.
People at home were eating pancakes, and I thought,
did they offer you any, Mike? What are you doing that for? Swim me out.
Yeah,
you're never going to get anywhere in life eating pancakes. Eating pancakes like a
flour
sucker.
and eggs.
Not me, man. I'm all about this chicken. Is that what you said?
Ironically, there was some chicken involved.
But what a surprise! You had chicken in your house, Mike. What? Yeah. What's the odds of a black person having chicken in their house?
Why don't we put that out there to the listeners as well? We're throwing all types of stuff out there. We really want to get you involved. Well, so if you're a black person, all right, we're not a racist show or racialist. As someone once told me, I'm not a racialist. Yeah. I just don't like them. That's what he said. All right, but anyway, back to the subject. Yeah. If you are a black person.
Or you know a black person,
would you be kind enough to disclose whether or not the majority of the meat-based product in your house is from a chicken?
It's poultry.
Yeah, because if we can get maybe, I don't know, at least 10 people, then we can use that as a gauge of percentage of the population.
Of, you know, how
many black people,
how much chicken plays a part in the everyday diet of a average black family or black household.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Or if you're a white person, you've got that black friend. I mean, maybe you've just started having black friends. You're learning the fist bump and all of that. Maybe they taught you the moonwalk. I don't know. And then you go to their house. Are you surprised by the amount of chicken that they offer you, or is it just sort of thing that you expect to know? Oh, here we come, chicken.
Yeah. Peas and rice.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, together. You're crazy. Yeah.
Veg and starch.
Like he's going to dissect it to that point. I'm telling you what you're eating, yeah? Because
veg and starch.
If it weren't for that, you wouldn't know what's going on with you. So,
not. But yeah.
But anyway, yeah. Back to the point. Anybody out there can tell us what Lent is, or what it
where it comes from? Because D needs to know. Clearly.
I need to be educated.
Because at the moment, D believes that Lent has got something to do with sticking bits of paper together.
Yep.
I can't say I'm any sort of authority.
That was only in school. I mean, you can still glue stuff on paper, but I don't know if it has that much impact on Lent at this stage in your life.
Is it a possibility that you just happen to remember a particular school project and you happen to remember Lent and you fuse the two as one memory?
That could be possible, but we'll never know. It's lost in time.
Could it be considered a likelihood?
Well, perhaps, but then again, there's so many other factors that you have to take into account. So we'll never be sure, Mike. I mean,
we won't be sure.
It's like the Mayan calendar. Oh, who knows? So,
well, yeah, that's something else altogether. But yeah, Lent. What I did understand was that this person said to me, "Well, what are you giving up for Lent?" I said it in that serious way.
Right. You know, so he meant you have to give up something. Don't be coming in Lent.
Like
giving up something.
When people like election time and they say,
"Okay, who are you voting for?"
Yeah,
that kind of.
Are you voting?
You better be voting. People died.
People died. You know, Churchill. They'll be quoting random names, got nothing to do with voting. Right? Churchill.
I mean, it's serious. It's serious. You've got a serious voice on. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there's like, what are you giving up for Lent? So I tried to be like wisecracking. I went Lent.
Did it work?
They didn't laugh.
Get it.
They didn't laugh.
Poor sense of humor.
And I said, no, seriously.
We're not leaving until you answer the question.
Yeah.
Did he start closing the door and pulling the shades down? And
no, there were no shades. There were no shades.
You could have asked the question.
No, seriously, what you giving up?
So why was he so obsessed with what you were giving up? What was he giving up?
Because he made the assumption that
everyone must give up something for Lent.
Yeah, I was about to say that I celebrated Lent, but I'm not sure if anyone does. Who celebrates Lent?
Hey, people enjoy Lent. Why not have a little celebration? You know,
by not having something. That's not celebrating.
Well, maybe it's giving up something.
Abstinence is the key.
You see, maybe you're celebrating
by giving something
abstinence.
Up, you're actually gaining.
Giving. It's
and
not
yet
all
you
about
receive.
Material possessions, Mike. You know, sometimes it's about spiritual enlightenment. You know, the journey. It's not about getting from A to B. It's the journey. You know.
Yeah, because I've heard some people say, "Well, yeah, you know, I'm going to give up drinking. I'm going to give up cigarettes."
Okay. Do they actually do these things, or is it just like make a grand gesture in front of everyone and then just never see them again and hope that they believe you gave up those things?
Well, you know, one of my friends got one of my colleagues at work got pulled up on his Lent claims earlier.
His Lent claims.
His Lent claims.
Dare you?
Because he said that he's going to give up cigarettes for Lent.
Okay.
Right, and
so did he?
So I was based in another office today. So then for lunch, I went back over to my main office, and I was with this other colleague. I told you earlier. I'm like, you know, like for all you guys who are old enough to remember LA Law, right? You always have to do this song.
You know,
when you listen to this later on, you're going to realise it didn't sound anything like that.
I'm pretty sure that is the theme tune.
In your mind, it's a bit like your recollection of Lent in school. But
no, but I actually remember LA Law.
Yeah, so. I remember LA Law.
Yeah,
that's why I'm making reference to it.
But you will understand that that's the theme tune then. You're welcome. That's right.
If it's sung by a dying cat, all right. But
nevertheless, the theme tune. Anyway, so
a deaf one.
A deaf.
All right. But yeah, I'm like Blair Underwood in LA Law.
So you
said there's no black people in there.
Oh, okay.
Not as shiny.
You weren't like the token black guy. You had to have a black top to get in.
A black top.
A black. What did I say? Black
that's
top.
What you said.
Well, you had to have a black top as well. I mean, that was the first laptops invented by a black
jumper one.
A black jumper.
You did. You said a black top. I had to see.
No, it's a black top, like a laptop. Yeah.
They didn't even have laptops back then.
Well, he did.
He did. No, he didn't.
Pretty sure he did.
Corbin Burnson would have had a laptop. Anyway, we digress.
We're just talking about LA Law. I really hope you've seen this, listeners, because otherwise you're going to be completely missed out.
They can't see anything.
Oh, you missed out. It was a wondrous time in the 80s. Yeah. You know, you could drive Mercedes and slam the boot as you went into your law office.
Yeah.
And
you know, you never actually saw them going to the law office.
No, there was either outside or in the office.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
you didn't even see outside the office after the credits.
It's almost as if they were renting a building to film it in front of and weren't allowed inside, but that wouldn't make any sense.
No, that would be fiction.
That would be fiction.
TV.
And
but anyway,
sure
Lent.
That is
this person said, I'm going to give out cigarettes for Lent.
Yeah.
So me and my colleague went over to the office, and the first thing this lady said, so have you given up your cigarettes yet?
Wow. So
yeah,
on his case, it was like...
being slightly sexist there, but I do believe it's more likely that a woman's going to pick out on that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Pull you up on your claims.
And plus, I love to nag Mike, I think, is the main point.
Is this 50s Dave?
Oh, 50s Dave. Yeah, that guy.
In fact, for all those people who weren't available last week to listen to the show, we've got a visitor in the radio
an unfortunate
studio who seems to like to make a visit. I believe he's an apparition who seems to possess the body of D. And he's a 50s man.
50s opinions.
I should explain what a 50s man is, because someone might just think it's just someone who's 50. That doesn't qualify
1950s,
you. Yeah, he's a 1950s man. You know, the barrel-chested man who would
smokes a pipe that his wife has brought to him after a hard day's work, along with his slippers and his newspaper,
while she works away in the kitchen making his favourite meal.
That's it.
Anyway, that apparition has possessed the
he comes and goes
body of D from time to time and makes outrageous claims of just chauvinistic statements, really, isn't it?
Not my personal points of view, listeners. It's just him. He's scum.
He's scum. However, he seems to be strangely liberal towards diversity issues, but just not in regards to women. It's cool with the blacks, but not with the women.
Well,
that's what
everyone
these days is about.
They all need their own place, Mike.
Wow. Okay.
Just saying.
All right. So we want to know what you would give up for Lent. In fact, why don't we start with me asking you, D?
How did I know this was going to happen? Go ahead. What would I give up for Lent?
Yeah.
Now I have to think of something on the spot.
I would have. When we discussed talking about this earlier before the show,
I didn't even know what Lent was. I didn't know you had to give up.
All right, you got to give something up.
Okay. This conversation? No.
No, the will to live. I don't know. D, where do you want to go?
Okay, Lent. What would I give up for?
And it has to be something that is of some value to you. That's why people will say things like, "I want to give up cigarettes," or "I want to give up alcohol." So I guess it's unnecessary indulgence.
Yeah, I mean, some people it could be Xbox, other people it could be shoes. You know who you are, women.
Yeah.
And,
50s D, everyone. Okay. So
no, all right. No, it's not. Women don't spend all their time
buying shoes.
Majority of the time. No, I don't. No. But I mean, yeah, if
looking at them.
Well, definitely. I mean, whatever it is you choose, even if it is just looking at shoes, you want to give it up. I mean, quite frankly, if you're a grown man spending the majority of your time looking at women's shoes, you should just be giving it up anyway. Quite frankly, unless of course you work in the female shoe industry. You know what I mean? It's so small. And
actually, while we're encouraging people to get in contact with us, for those who know us who on a personal level, you can get in contact with us via our numbers, which we're not going to give out on air because we don't want no weirdos chasing us.
This is it. You know who you are.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not assuming. Actually, I'm assuming that
you're assuming there's weirdos out there, which is correct. It's a correct assumption. There are weirdos out there.
There are weirdos out there.
Well, from your point of view, I don't judge people like that. Anyway,
just 50.
Just 50 safe. Should be put on an island, Mike.
Yeah.
They can't hurt no one.
Yeah. Back to their island.
Back to their island.
Yeah.
Disgraceful. No, not true. But okay. If I had to give up something for Lent, I would give up being poor. I think
that doesn't require you doing anything.
That's even better. You see, there you go. So I've already done it.
No, it has to be a level of sacrifice. It's a symbolic.
Well, I have to think of something that I feel I need to give up, though, don't I? What if I think my life is perfect and I don't need to give up anything?
Then you're probably deluded.
Okay, then. I choose to give up being deluded and see the true horror of my own life, according to Michael. No.
Why not? All right, okay, let me think. I think you need to think more about that. But it's got to be something you can abstain from. Something that you might find pleasurable that you think, maybe I should give this up. It's a good gesture of self-control and abstinence.
But if I find it pleasurable, why would I want to give it up? That just seems like I'm just torturing myself for no good reason.
Oh yeah, that's totally my view of the whole thing.
Oh, I see.
I mean, that's just me.
So it's some
I wasn't
kind of
hoping you'd jump on that.
I see. Well, so it's just like some kind of self-abuse then, really.
Well, let's say self-abuse is your thing.
And then you give it up. Yeah, win-win.
Yeah.
Can't stop me living my life.
Well, yeah, you've got those guys who, some people call it self-abuse, some people call it pleasure in themselves. Whatever.
Happy time. Giving yourself a treat.
Me time.
Don't come in here. Yeah. That kind of time.
Yeah. Time for the Andrix.
All right.
I would hope it is. That's supposedly a soft
It's exactly. Yeah, I would have gone for Andrix. I mean, you want the best.
You don't want that school toilet paper.
Well, unabsorbent, plasticky.
That was tracing paper.
Yeah, that was just put in there for an evil joke against children.
I think that only existed up until about 1985, and then I never saw it again.
You can't find it anywhere. I think it's a deterrent.
Are you looking?
Well, I mean, you might go to a public toilet and then you think, when
have you last time you seen a public toilet that weren't in a restaurant?
I mean, there's public toilets around. I mean, I'm not trolling like
train stations.
I don't like where this conversation is going. Look, I use the public toilets legitimately. Okay,
as they all say.
Yeah, well, that's you're trying to say as they. Who is they, Mike?
Who's they?
Yeah, who is they?
All those people who use public toilets.
Who use them. So all the people who use the toilet claim they use the toilet. Is that what you're saying?
All those people who use public toilets or have been used in a public toilet say they use it legitimately. That's all I'm saying.
Well, perhaps they are.
They usually say it's not illegal, I believe. That's what they say.
You seem to be,
and it isn't.
You seem to be aiming these comments towards a particular group of people.
No, I'm just talking about you.
You're talking about me and all the other people who use the public toilet.
Who use them with you.
It's not like a mass toilet where you all sit on at the same time.
I don't know.
You don't know. So you've never used a public toilet.
Maybe you should give that up.
Or giving up going to the toilet.
Public one.
I don't see how that's going to benefit me, really. I mean, it's a bodily function. I need to go to the bathroom. I need to go to the toilet. I don't want to go into details about what I do in there, but the fact is, I need to be there.
The toilet?
Yes, I need to go to the toilet. So
to relieve
I don't
yourself.
see why I should. How can you give up going to the toilet? That's not a proper.
I didn't. You know what? You're.
I don't know. I don't know anything.
Hairs.
I don't believe I am.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Maybe you should give up.
What are you just saying?
Well, let me speak and I'll tell you.
Okay then.
I'm suggesting that you give up your use of public toilets. That's what I'm saying.
According to you, I should never use a public toilet again.
I didn't say that.
Well, you're saying I should give up.
Just give it up for Lent, please.
What do you mean give up for Lent? So like it's a predetermined amount of time. Lent was like
Lent,
3 days or I don't know.
I think Lent is more than 3 days.
You don't know. How long is Lent? If you think it's more than 3 days, but that means you don't know. It could be half hour.
I'm sure it's more. No, it isn't.
You don't know that.
What? Have you ever seen the words half an hour written in the Bible? I mean, that's not a good point of reference to start with.
Yeah, they're probably
that.
not gonna use the term half an hour. You know what I mean? Or 20 to 6.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It probably when the moon is in the 8th house and the dusk and the birds tweet a certain way, you get the sensation of standing on your head. Then it is time to bring in the calf. That's
Lent.
Of half of Lent, and that's
give it up for half an hour. That's exactly how it's
for half an hour. Jesus, I mean, my knowledge of the Bible is limited, but I'm pretty sure that's probably
really?
what it goes.
I would not have guessed.
Pretty sure those are facts. So,
okay, all right. So Lent, we want to hear from you. What have you given up for Lent? What are you considering giving up for Lent? What would you suggest that I give up for Lent, or give up for Lent? I'm definitely going with the toilet thing.
Apparently, I should never go to the bathroom in public again. According to
the toilets.
I'm
just saying your use of public toilets.
Use of public.
I didn't say you can't use the toilet.
So you seem to say so you seem to think that the way I'm using these toilets is what, suspect, underhanded, perhaps.
I never said any of those words.
So you're saying that if you were go to the if you were to come with me to the public toilet, you'd use it the same way I was using it. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Not even
Straight up, no.
I'm not even just no. There's no wiggle room for this answer.
There really isn't.
It's just a
no wriggling in the toilet with you, my friend.
No wriggling in the toilet. I don't know. I think you're missing out, Mike.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Okay. We're in agreement that you're missing out.
Yeah. But we want to know, what is Lent? What is its source? Apart from the Bible. Don't text us and say the Bible. We know that. I'm aware of the book.
The Bible has something to do with Lent.
Yeah. So how long is Lent? I think it's 40 days.
40 days. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Or am I thinking about Noah's Ark? Was there something like that? Did it rain for 40 days?
Wait, did everything happen for 40 days?
I'm
then?
pretty sure they ran out of numbers after. It was like, just
40.
say 40 again. We've already used half an hour. Can't do that again. It's going to make it seem cheap. No imagination. Yeah, you got to mix it up, make it sound believable.
40 days. Noah wasn't. What, you reckon he built his ark in 40 days?
I'm not even sure. I was that, or it rained for 40 days.
40 animals.
So now there's 40 animals in the entire world.
Why not?
Way to go, Bible. Way to get the facts straight. There it is. 40 animals, everyone. So is that?
I can't remember. I
think it was 40 pairs.
40 bears.
40 pairs.
You don't want to be stuck on a boat with 40 bears. That's going to end badly.
What kind of version of the story is that?
No penguins. Just bring the bears on. Bring the bears. This is what we want.
I'd love to say that Noah fought off the bears. I'd love to tell you that, but I can't. He fought the good fight, but unfortunately, the bears got the better of it. Poor Noah
and every other animal on that ark. I think we should do our own version. I like that.
I think it would be better. I think
Morgan Freeman narrating. We can have
Noah
more bears
fighting 40 bears.
I would like to just see Russell Crowe trapped on a boat with 40 bears. Personally,
see, now you've got a film. Yeah. I think Russell Crowe would actually sign up to that.
Yeah, we don't even need a director. Just have a camera in the corner. Just send him out to sea. Let's just see what happens.
We'll just put him on a boat and then slowly introduce more and more bears and just see where it goes. Come on, Russell!
Yeah, and just when he thinks he's gonna jump off, right, we'll surround the boat with polar bears. They can swim in it.
I'm sure all bears can swim, can't they?
Not in the sea. You ain't got a sea bear.
I don't know if polar bears can swim in the sea. That
might
just be a horrific. Course of action. You just
have you seen any rivers? Have you seen any polar bears in a river? They live in the poles, right?
Yeah, but you know they don't see them swimming through the ocean.
They swim in the sea.
I don't think they do. I think they'll probably swim close to that. They do little, fish catching, but they don't go anywhere where the current is too lethal.
Look, you don't have rivers in
But they have lakes and stuff, anyway, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, there's water they can swim in, but it's not the sea.
Well, it's the sea. Same.
It's just the same, is it?
It's the same. When you're in Antarctica,
that's all it is.
Right? It's that cold.
Fancy water. Yes, that's it. Jumped up water. Thinks it's too good for you.
We've had a text from Dean, and he has informed us that Lent is actually for 40 days. Or he might be just randomly just texting.
I think he's just going along with the same 40 thing again. Everyone's saying 40 now. Why not? I think if you walked up to anyone tomorrow and just said, Lent is for 40 days. Or I didn't even say that. So see, Lent is for half an hour. I think you'd get away with that.
I have a feeling that
I don't think there's a lot of people actually know what Lent is. I think our friend Dean there has done some research. He's been on the old Wikipedia. He's got the facts, and he
said 40 days.
Yeah, 40 days. But then, okay, 40 days of what then? 40 days of night? I don't know.
How can you have 40 days of night?
Well, that's a film, isn't it, with all the vampires?
Yeah, but what, in the Bible?
Well, I'm sure there were some
vampires there.
I'm sure they were. Yep, that's right. There were the evil.
I think there's some clever ruse by the vampires. Give up the garlic.
40
days.
Yeah, for 40 days no garlic, good as new. Yeah, I don't know. No, but I mean, 40 days. It just seems such a vague number. I mean, to be honest, could you even remember what you were doing 40 days ago?
I don't even know what I was doing 40 minutes ago.
Therein lies my point. You see, so it's easy to say.
So you're saying why bother try and give up anything because you've got to forget in 40 days time. Anyway.
Exactly.
So why do anything?
Why do anything at all? Indeed,
just sit here,
we should just sit here and do nothing.
Well, as you can see, that's going well. That's going well. But yeah, we've had some feedback about Lent. Seriously, we want to know what you have given up, and you know, we'll treat it with the due respect it deserves.
Well, Mike will. I can't judge. I
will. If you say, you know what, I'm going to give up eating crumpets. I don't know.
Wow, you brave man! How do you sleep at night with that much pressure?
Well, it's supposed to be symbolic.
Crumpets.
It's supposed to be symbolic of something that you're willing to give up. So, for me, if I said I'm going to give up eating sesame seeds, I'll be like,
that's a big problem for you.
No, it isn't. That's what I'm saying. It would be pointless because how do I eat sesame seeds?
Well, this is it. So you kind of like,
lagging
your way through Lent.
Yeah, well, I think that's why I'm just using that as an example. I haven't actually made that statement to anyone.
Well, why not? 40 days, who's going to remember? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Someone sees you eating sesame seeds 40 days later. Wait, didn't you say... No,
39 days.
I don't think it is 40 days. 40 days. Are you sure it's 40? Yes, I can remember. Could you? Not exactly. Well, there you go. There it is. It was 40 days. And then change the subject.
Well, it's true. I mean, in today's world of fast-moving media, no, anything can happen. Anything is possible. Yeah. It's a crazy world out there. But yeah, I mean, some people might give up. I know someone said they're going to give up dairy. Dairy? Okay. I mean, I was trying to push them on that because... What do you mean? This brought up a wider debate about what is considered dairy, because someone told me that eggs is considered dairy, and eggs? I said, how can you have dairy eggs unless it's the Cadbury's cream egg kind? I guess, or any other chocolatey. That's what they class eggs as. Yeah, chocolate eggs. Then there would be dairy in that. Yeah, but I'm sure saying and they went, I'm going to give up dairy. So milk, cheese, eggs. So I was like, eggs doesn't come from cows. It doesn't. You haven't done your research, sir. Yeah, I think you need to go back. Well, it's like, I'm giving it up as well. I'm like, but you said dairy, so you weren't going to let it go, were you, Mike? You just no. I demand satisfaction. Try to be all clever and all noble by saying, well, I'm going to give up, dairy, and I'm going to be giving up eggs. So many sacrifices, but I can handle that. Why? So, yeah, that's right. Just think about how much of a better person I am than you. What benefit do you? In fact, that's the question. What benefit do you receive as a result of abstaining from whatever it is? Like we said, eggs, dairy, self-pleasure, if that's your thing. All right. Well, I was going to say just the right of bragging to someone else that you're giving up. But if self-pleasure is what you're giving up, you shouldn't really be bragging about that, should you? Yeah. Stop touching myself. There you go. My hands are clean. That's it. Just shake them and everything. Go on, give them a smell. No, thank you. No, should never really smell anyone's hand. Ever. There's no reason for hand smelling. Unless that's your thing. Then you have a problem. Yeah, and that's something you should possibly give up for Lent. Should not be smelling people's hands or smelling them generally. Well, I think that's what's the word? Invasion of personal space. I mean, I was speaking to someone the other day, and they were saying they was with somebody, and they were working together, and somebody kind of leaned up and said, "Oh, you wearing perfume?" On me, there's two women talking. Are you wearing perfume? And she goes, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh yeah, I can smell it. It smells good." It's like, what are you smelling me for? What's wrong with you? Women can do that though. Well, I don't think they can, because this particular woman was like, "Why are you smelling me?" Oh, okay, right. I mean, it wasn't like perfume. Yeah, but it wasn't like she'd see the spray on and she was wafting it towards her. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? Someone comes up to you and, I like the way you smell, man. How you going to feel about that, mate? Threatened. If they say like that, you made him sound like, You made that sound like
he likes the way you
a Shawshank Redemption scene.
So an encounter is happening here.
Yeah,
Like this is the beginning.
I could be your friend.
Get you a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Get your foot massage. How about that? Bet you like that, would you? Got that little pretty feet. It's time to leave.
From what I understand, in prison, big feet or little feet
makes no
difference.
They won't be touching the floor.
Yeah.
No. We're going down a dark path now.
Exactly.
But enough with the Lent. So
we've So if you have any
any information on Lent, any interesting points you think we should know or should discuss, then let us know. But I wanted to talk about something else. Now I've heard a story. I don't know how true this is. It's a little. I'll let you hear it, Mike, and then you tell me what you think.
Yep. We'll let you know.
There's this new kind of app. You know, you see these apps, Mike. They've got apps.
Got an app for that.
They've got an app for everything out there. It's a wild scene at the moment with
it
apps.
Is.
So they've got these apps, and they've apparently invented an app that can. It can simulate the smell of bacon, apparently.
Yeah.
Now,
it's an alarm, I think.
Well, if it's an alarm, I mean, I'm assuming these apps are either on some kind of electronic device, like your phone or your laptop or whatever, or your smart TV, I don't know. But I haven't yet to encounter, one of these devices that can emit a smell. I mean, unless
worrying. Isn't it?
This is it.
How does that work?
Unless it's like one of those kind of hypnosis things. You look at the screen, it hypnotizes you, makes you think you're smelling bacon. But then again, that leads to all kinds of madnesses, because you could just be on the bus, someone's using the app, hypnosis goes wrong, and they just start screaming.
And you get a mass hypnosis. And
then, maybe that's how 28 Days Later started.
That's worrying. So basically, you're saying this app on this phone can just emit bacon.
Well, supposedly that's what they're saying. I mean, it's like it's an alarm. When it goes off, you smell bacon. It's supposed to simulate that whole waking up to a cooked breakfast theme. I think that's what they're going for.
I've already seen a flaw in that plan, because then all you've done, the app maker of this phone, right? Or the app maker, the bacon app.
Yes.
All right. Bacon app maker. That's
bacon
your name
app
now.
Maker.
All right.
Sounds like a rapper, mate. Sounds like something I want to hear.
I'm the bacon app maker.
I'll make the apps. That's as far as my rap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of possibilities there. I think we should, develop that later on.
I make on the apps. I bake on the apps.
Oh, skills.
I know. There's a future. All right. So didn't make any sense, but when does it ever?
It doesn't have to.
Doesn't have to. As long as there's a good beat.
Something I can move to.
Yeah.
Oh, really get into.
Big toe to, But anyway,
groovy, man.
This bacon app.
Yeah.
How the hell does it work?
Well, I don't know. I haven't done the research. I don't know if anybody else has heard about this new app or knows anything more. But I mean, you hear things in passing and you think, that's not true. That can't possibly work.
No, I don't believe
you're lying to me.
One part of me believes that maybe perhaps I've reached an age where time has stopped for me and I just can't catch up with what's going on out there and all the developments. Yeah. The other half just tells me this is bollocks. All right, so Bacon App Maker, get in contact with us. Let us know.
Let us know what you're playing at.
Yeah.
What
because
kind of
you know what?
Mass hypnosis.
So far, if you have made this, and by all means prove us wrong, beam it through the internet.
Come on, all right? Engage my mind in the matrix.
All right, with bacon.
1.21 gigawatts.
Now, if you can do that, all you would have achieved is
making me smell the faint smell of bacon.
And then allowing most people to wake up and start their day with disappointment when they find out that there's no bacon.
They have no bacon. What if they don't even eat bacon?
Well, then you're just going to cause offence to many people.
There you go. Maybe that's what it is. It's just meant to cause offence, really. That's right. You don't like someone, they're against eating pork, give them that app. Oh, yeah, so maybe, an alarm clock.
So this bacon app maker who doesn't like rusters.
Rusters, Muslims, anybody who doesn't Jews. Yep.
So he kind of hates everyone even.
It's a racist app. I reckon that's what it is.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, I mean, what if you didn't know, right? Say if you was one of these faiths or religions that was abstained against pork. You don't eat pork of any kind. And clearly because you don't eat pork, you don't cook it, so you don't know what the smell of bacon tastes like or smells like. Sorry. So they give you this app, and you get used to the smell every morning. It may be synonymous with waking up and feeling good.
It should say something about it smelling of bacon.
What if it doesn't, Mike? Where are the guidelines to this guy? You can't just do this. Is what I'm saying. There's so many holes.
Apps do have guidelines. You can't just say, "Yeah, I want I don't know what's that," and then you get some off-key midget site, midget nerve.
Well, what if it's but with smells, you can get away with that. Your smell's not hurting anyone,
is it?
Hope there isn't a smell of that. It will smell, yeah.
The midget nerve smell.
You see. It doesn't smell like bacon. It isn't. You smelled it and enjoyed it. So deep down, you want this. You see, maybe that's what it is. It's subliminal. It's trying to get inside people's minds.
They're trying to infect your mind with the smell of bacon. But a further question to this is, how could this tech be developed even further?
What else you could use?
Well, yeah, because
it doesn't have to be bacon. It could be anything.
It doesn't have to be just a smell. It could be a touch. Let's think. What
touch?
What other senses are there? There's touch, taste,
sight, sound.
Wait a minute. Taste, touch, sight, sound. There was a film called The Sixth Sense. I'm sure we're missing one.
Smell. Did we say smell?
Oh yeah.
That was what we started with. Yeah. At least we started with that one. Remember that at least. The smelling.
Yeah. Smelling. But that's been done. So boring. Really.
Move on. Yeah. No one's
So, or The Sixth Sense, which you don't want that in your coming from your phone. There's some Amityville phone.
This is the worst app ever.
Ghost phone.
There it is. Never go to the toilet at night again. There you go. But all right, so we're going to take a quick 5-minute break because I didn't realise what the time is. We've just been going off on a tangent as usual.
Yeah, about Lent and bacon.
Surprisingly,
they're not
for 40 minutes. So if you are listening to this,
see the number again.
Maybe there is something to it. So sorry for mocking the number for you. But we're going to take a quick 5-minute.
That's the thing you apologise for after all of that.
Well, I think 40 deserves an apology. It's been around for a long time.
Very long, according to. That's the
Bible, yes. But so we're going to take a quick 5-minute break and we'll be back soon. So take this opportunity to go and do whatever it is you do. 5 minutes, and we'll be back. You better be there.
Yeah.
hey, come back. Yeah. All right. See you in a bit.
Welcome back. You're listening to Mike and D versus the world. It's a show where we discuss many of the world's most pressing problems. And some of the more trivial ones. I'm Mike.
And I'm D.
Yep, you can get in contact with us on Facebook. That's Mike and D versus the world. Or tweet us on Twitter at Mike and D. And that's just a capital D. Or email us at mikeand4d4@yahoo.co.uk. And actually, someone has emailed us. It is our friend Roscoe. And he says, regarding our previous conversation about the app that emits bacon.
Yeah.
All right. He goes on to. It seems like Roscoe has actually done a bit of research on this, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
Our researcher is just lazy.
Does nothing.
Just doesn't do anything.
He's almost as bad as 50s Dave, man.
He is almost, but not as offensive. All right. Anyway, Roscoe says, regarding the bacon app, it wakes you up to the sound of sizzling, a picture of it cooking, while a connected scent device emits a bacon perfume. And he goes on to say, no, seriously, why can't they just throw in a 3D printer and actually make a bacon breakfast?
No, okay, sorry to cut you out, but I have to say firstly, is this like the most presumptuous app ever? You have to buy another device just so you can smell the bacon. Really?
Seems like a waste of money.
It does. I mean, how badly do you need the smell of bacon? Why not just buy some bacon? Just cook some bacon and be done with it.
These days with Irwin Dawes would
go on, give her a clap. You know what's next. No, don't listen to him. It sickens me. He's a shit, Mike, is what he is. Just go back to where you come from. He should go back. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, but I mean, and I think if you show this external device, I mean,
how big is it?
Yeah, what are the specs on it? Is it like the size of?
It's not going to be like them. It's not going to be like those 70s computers. It won't be
with the spinning reels and that.
You're not going to have something like that on an iPhone. It'll be pointless.
It's subtle. No one would notice. Right? So it smells like bacon. I mean, and he's right with the 3D printer. Print out some fake bacon and smell it next to your device, and then look at yourself in the mirror. and accept this is your existence.
This is what you have to do.
You did this to yourself. Yeah.
This is what you need to do to get out.
You spent money.
I think there's a bigger question about how much we're relying on technology. I mean, where does it go?
We're just bored now, isn't it? It's like we can't think of anything actually useful, so we just start making up rubbish.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of wake-up calls. I mean, you know, like in hotels where they say, they'll ring you and say, this is your wake-up call, sir.
Yeah.
If you're in the States. Or
the one generic wake-up call voice.
Yeah.
Guy gets a lot of work,
wake-up
Mike.
call. Wake-up call. Call. For you to wake up.
I mean, unless he's getting all the work he's doing himself, or they just recorded him say it once and then fired him.
Yeah. Get out.
Oh, he didn't plan it, did he? Didn't see the long-term game.
Yeah.
He's become obsolete, Mike.
Obsolete.
By
technology.
That's it.
All right.
It's now being used for bait.
So, what sort of wake-up call would you want via an app?
What would I like to wake up? In
fact, this is a question to the listeners. Including you, Roscoe. You've got an imagination that is surpassed by no one else.
Yeah.
What sort of app?
What kind of wake-up call?
Wake-up call would you want?
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking.
Well, I mean, if you could use your imagination, you could have any kind of wake-up call. I mean, some people want, like, you know, theme tune to Star Wars or, you know, Star Trek or something, or somebody would just want the sound of, I don't know, of sizzling bacon. Or
this would be quite good because you could have, like, if you got kids and stuff, you could have a specific wake-up call.
What for the kids?
Yeah, to wake them up.
Get out of bed!
Yeah.
I'm coming to get you.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, that would be good, man. That would be good.
Yeah, if you want to give your kids a heart attack, that would be.
Well, you could have different ones for each day. You could have like a coarse yard man voice.
Wake up yourself.
Yeah,
that kind of.
Yeah, that will work.
I don't know. I think they would have a very small market for that. a lot of unnecessary phone calls to the police first thing in the morning. Help! I don't know. He's here somewhere. I can smell marijuana.
There's a yardie in my kid's bedroom. Can you imagine? The police?
The police response. Yeah.
The whole of the Met.
They would be strained, Mike. They would.
Water cannon.
The best time to do a bank job, I think. First thing in the morning.
Yeah.
All these police rush to people's bedrooms. Where is he? And then you're just running out of Halifax with a sack full of cash.
That could work. Maybe not just the Halifax. Any bank is available.
Yeah, any bank is good enough to be robbed, Mike. Why do we have to single out certain banks? They're all equal. It's bank prejudice. That's what it is.
Yeah, they're all equally secure.
When will it change?
Good luck.
Equally secure.
Yeah.
Yes.
None is more easy to rob than the other.
That's it. But there is still an aspect of robbery that can be applied. So
yeah, we don't
never safe. I think is a basic message here.
Probably will go to prison.
Probably
more than likely. In fact, you will.
You will
go to prison.
You can't. Yeah, you can't win. Don't try.
Then people be looking at your feet. Touch the ground.
Smelling apparently. You. That's it. You'll make new friends.
Yeah. I can be a friend to you. That's what the line was in Shawshank. I can be a friend. I can be a friend to you. Someone says that to you in prison, you're in trouble.
Yeah. You know when it goes downhill, when they start doing that back of the neck massage to you, then it's over. It's already.
You're lucky if you're getting that amount of tender affection.
Well, I like to say if that's happening, you found yourself a good one. Yeah. You'll treat you proper.
Yeah. You might live to see tomorrow. You might even walk out.
But not straight away.
Anyway, for a long time. Anyway, we digress. We were talking about preferred wake-up calls by means of technology. So we really do want your feedback on this because my imagination is quite limited on this, admittedly. I can only think of other scents,
Okay, well,
maybe like the smell of
coffee in the morning, something
coffee. Yes,
something good and respectable and reliable.
Yeah,
good old coffee. Yeah, something like that.
Exactly, coffee or
the
smell of a spring day.
Yeah, or fire. Probably
fire.
Not the best.
That will wake you up.
Yeah, you will get fire. That as well as the smell. Yeah. But then you may have a surge.
But what about
your
other senses? You wouldn't want an app that can touch you.
Or would you?
Or would you?
There you go. I think we're back to the Japanese dolls again.
Yeah. Why does it have to be Japanese dolls?
I think they've called it the racialist. Right? Yeah, racialist. Well, I'm not saying that the dolls themselves are Japanese. I'm just saying they're manufactured
in Japan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not 50s Dave. I mean,
no.
You know what you'd say, but
So if you're made in Japan, you're not Japanese.
If you're made in Japan, Well, I suppose if you're made in Japan, then you're made in Japan. I don't think it
so if you buy a Japanese, how would you define a Japanese car?
It's manufactured in Japan, so I suppose it's.
So then the dolls are Japanese then.
They are okay. Yeah, it's not like they've got like a citizenship or anything like that. They're just
not yet.
More real than real.
Yeah.
No, I mean if they're gonna, you're gonna do that.
While we have that conversation,
what's that?
More real than real. That sounds. Any one of you guys out there, since D brought it up.
No, don't try and put my stamp like it was me.
You said it.
We arrived at the same conclusion. In fact, you're the one who started it. I just said more real than real, and you
were talking. Okay. You said Japanese dolls. More real than real.
Yeah, you're taking certain things I've said and putting them in. If you put it in order like that, it's just going to sound bad. You can't just.
You just admitted it. I admitted nothing. I said it. I said it. Right, so therefore.
Yes, technically I did say those words, but not in that sentence.
If this was in court, you would be so guilty.
Well, you wouldn't be
guilty. Guilty.
If I was in court, you would be there. You wouldn't be working against me.
I'm
the defense and you're the prosecution. just shouting guilty, guilty, guilty. I think you'd be removed from the court if that's what you were doing.
If I wasn't the judge.
If you wasn't, so what? Now you're the judge as well.
Why not?
Why is there even a court? Why are we even on trial if you're the judge? That shouldn't even be happening.
All right, fair enough. You may have a point there.
I like the way that. Okay, in this fantasy, you've made yourself a judge, and on top of that, you're prosecuting me. Why?
It's a southern court.
Southern court,
deep south,
and you're the judge.
Yeah. All right. 50s Dave is the judge.
50s Dave. Wow.
Either way, you're going down.
Yeah, you're not even getting a trial.
In prison.
You have to add that at the end.
I'm just saying.
A lot of going down for you. Down.
Yes, but anyway, we digress. We want to know what was my question. It was something to do with technology.
More real than real. You was about to go into a topic of that.
So, I mean, it seems like that's the way technology is going. I mean, I'm sure I've seen some weird programs. In fact, Roscoe's got in contact before I go into some real dark areas. Roscoe's got back in contact with us by means of email, which you guys can also do. All right. He says, I'd like the sound of birdsong twittering with a picture of a sunlit meadow. Either that or something to do with spaceships. Vast void between the two.
If I can't have the simplicity of birdsong, intergalactic travel. I think is the next logical. Or football, just football. See,
or footy. Yeah. So sunlit meadow. You know, you were sounding really cultured there earlier, Moscow. You had to call him Osco.
Osco, no. But he even goes on to say after spaceships and football, and he says plus that fake printed bacon and all.
Yeah. All in one. That sounds like a disgusting mess.
Roscoe sounds like a man of leisure to me. He likes to indulge in the decadent things in life.
Yeah,
you know bacon. Bacon and spaceships and football.
I don't think either of those things are actually compatible. I don't think you've ever seen. You know what? I'm sure if you go on the ISS, and Roscoe, I know you know what the ISS is, and for those of you who don't know, it's the intergalactic. No, it's not the intergalactic. It's the International Space Station. It may be the intergalactic.
All right. Is this like affiliated with like Captain Kirk or?
No, this is the real thing.
This is a real thing.
There's a real thing called the ISS, which is constantly falling towards the Earth.
Thanks. So were you in any real danger then, Mike? Have you started the show with this? Really? By the way, giant space station crashing down towards you. Anyway,
not a giant
sausages.
It won't.
Why? Yeah. Don't run to your bunker.
Continuously falling towards the Earth. Yeah. Right. So, I'm pretty sure they don't have bacon on the ISS.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
It's almost like a torture, isn't it?
Yeah,
and miles above the Earth.
They might have freeze-dried bacon, which must just taste like ice crisp.
Why would you? If you're
because that's what space food is. It's all freeze-dried.
Well, yeah, but you can't freeze-dry bacon.
They can freeze-dry ice cream. That sounds impossible.
But isn't ice cream more or less frozen anyway? So you're not really that much.
When you eat freeze-dried bacon, it just tastes like
freeze-dried ice cream.
It's just like a big biscuit.
Is it just like it's
like a Farley's rusk, but with less texture or taste.
Why would anybody eat that? Why go all the way? Go through all the hassle of inventing freeze-dried ice cream for it to taste like a Farley's rusk?
But it's not actually ice cream. They just called it ice cream.
Just call it with everything, so it could be like
because if you ate
cheese,
chicken, it'll be exactly the same thing.
Squid, but it's all tastes exactly the same.
I don't think squid has a taste, does it?
Well, it must have some form of taste. I mean, when you cook it up and you season it, it tastes nice. But
Yeah,
if you're
that's
just
the
going to
seasoning.
grab a live
If you
squid,
just
and
ate a squid and you just shoved it in your mouth,
I think you're going to taste something. I'm pretty sure you're going to be very aware that there's squid in your mouth.
They probably got some sort of poison, make your tongue swell up or something. So probably wouldn't be able to taste much after that.
Well, that again, I think that should teach you for trying to eat squid raw. I mean,
They do that in some countries.
yeah, and I'm sure
Japan.
they pay the price for that as well. I mean,
Good money, yes, they do.
money, yeah, and stomach cancer. But you know, hey, if that's what you want to do, fine.
Apparently, I think they actually have the lowest rates of stomach cancer.
Who, Japan? I think they have the highest rate of stomach cancer.
Is it the highest rates?
I'm pretty sure.
I totally got that wrong then.
Yes, just falsehood, just lies.
So you're
no
saying
facts.
it's got something to do with the eating of raw squid?
I'm not saying that. There may be a connection, but I know that statistically speaking, they have the highest rate of stomach cancer. So
Wow.
and also they do eat raw fish. But I'm sure the two things are completely unconnected. There you go.
Probably something else in the diet.
Something else, probably. Yeah, I don't know, uranium.
Sake.
Sake. Yes, that's all you know about Japan, isn't it?
Yes.
Raw fish and sake.
Yeah,
That's-
and all the
that's
sex
appalling.
spots that you were talking
And
about.
yeah, so
That's
right
quite-
now
quite a
you're
decadent culture there.
that's what I'm saying. Right
Alcohol,
now, your impression of what's
376
happening in Japan right now
Is someone drinking and having sex with a robot?
while eating raw fish
Yeah.
or squid. All the indulgences. I'm pretty sure some of those things are actually like in the seven deadly sins that you should be doing.
What, that you don't eat squid?
Don't
raw.
eat squid raw. No sex spots.
See, they
and
need to get on
no
that Lent.
sake.
They need to get on that Lent
See,
stuff.
now you're talking about stuff you need to stop doing. You know what I mean? Quite frankly, yeah, that's what I'm giving up for Lent. Eating raw fish. There you go.
Yeah.
You'll never have to worry about me eating raw fish again. At least not for the next 40 days, Mike.
Okay, that's
There you
good.
go.
But yeah, we want to hear from you. Where else do you reckon this technology can go? Can we push it to the outer limits?
Yeah. I mean, what would you like to use for? I mean, there's the whole adage that whenever they invent anything new, the first uses are either something to do with sex
violence
or violence.
Yeah.
That's it. And then I think money comes afterwards, and then children's toys. I don't know. But yeah.
Hopefully not including the first two.
you can. It's amazing, Mike. You can have sex with it, you can kill people with it, and your kids will love it. That's yeah. Don't do those things at the same time, though. Obviously. But Daddy, I play with it. You can still play with it, son. That's. And then I went to jail.
Yep,
No.
yep. And we all know how that ends. But we wanted to talk about well, it's because let's be honest, Steve.
Okay.
It's Friday evening, and you know, some people in some cultures
Have a little tradition, shall we say?
a tradition of indulging in takeaway food.
Fast
Yeah.
food? Yeah.
Some people have Chinese.
Some
Some
people-
people have, you know, an Indian, a curry, have a few lagers and all that.
Yeah.
Not stereotyping. All right.
Some people even have a pizza.
Pizza.
That's it. These are all acceptable things in my book.
Yeah.
But I think the topic that we need to talk about
Is
is chicken, fried chicken, but specifically a certain purveyor of this fried chicken.
mainly in the southeast London
Southeast
area.
London. Yeah.
I don't think they're allowed in southwest London or north. or,
Yeah, it's not. Well, I mean, I don't really want to name the names, but it's not the main one. It's the one you see everywhere. You know the one.
yeah.
You know, it's got the white lettering on the red background. Ooh, let's really narrow it down. That's it. But you know,
Yeah, because in fact they all have red.
Yeah.
The colour of it. What is that about?
That's the thing. You know that red is supposed to stimulate, you know, your hunger for things.
Is it?
Yeah, so that's why they use red. That's like
I thought that's to make
Mickey D's
people
and-
angry.
it could be used for that as well. But when you do it in conjunction with food, it kind of incites you. It's like,
I
I
need
must
blood."
eat. Yeah, red meat, me man must conquer and eat, and that kind of thing. You know, red. I want red.
Okay.
That kind
rare
of thing.
cooked.
That yeah, maybe that's what it is. So I
Lust
think
for blood.
yeah,
I
that,
see.
You know,
I'm
animal
getting
instinct comes
I'm
out.
getting the psychology behind it.
There you go.
See,
So-
they're actually manipulating me.
You see, you didn't even know it. Just thought it was a sign,
didn't.
and that's
Yeah.
why. So, but back to this certain chicken shop. Now you've all seen it. It's the one all the school kids go to. It's the best thing since fried chicken. it's
I was gonna say, because if you said fried,
fried bread.
yeah,
Which, by the way, is delicious. But well, no, it is much better than fried bread. No, but yeah. So anyway, that particular chicken shop. Now, there's a couple of things I've got with this. I mean, obviously, one, I think there's far too many of them. Two, kids are enjoying it way too much.
Every day on a bus.
Every day. It's,
home or whatever.
You know, but let's leave all that aside for a bit. What I want to talk about is these poor employees that work there. Now, we all know who these guys are, and I feel sorry for them. I mean, hey, I don't know what it's like to work there. Maybe it's there, you're there with your friends. You maybe enjoy it after a while. But you know, when it gets to like Friday night, Saturday night, in that busy area, there's loads of kids there, you're going to take some kind of abuse. You know what I mean?
Lots of drunk people.
There you go.
Get them young boys. Listen, man.
What? Give me that. Give me them. No, not that one. Don't touch that, man. I don't want nobody to touch. Give me that one.
I said 5 hot wings.
Yeah,
that in a wing.
What's that, man? What's
that's
that?
That's a toe.
Nah, louder. Put some more chips in there, Bridget. You know, you get the idea of where it's going. And this is continuous. Customer after customer.
And he's like, thank you, sir.
Yeah, you know, he talks like that apparently.
He does.
And this
one does.
this particular one.
Thank you, sir.
Straight off the set of the 8 half, man. Yeah. So anyway, he has to smile, Mike. I think is the biggest insult.
He doesn't have to. I don't know. I thought they're just happy to be giving you.
You think they're happy to be in that situation? They want to be there.
Yeah.
We're doing them the favor by supplying them the business. They want our abuse.
Without you, I could not give you chicken.
That's what would I do? Huh? Oh,
yeah, I'd have all the chicken. No one would eat it.
Yeah, he'd be in a bad way, and you know, he's welcome. You know, for us helping him out. But you know, there are majority of times where I've seen it. I know you've seen it. We've been there, and somebody just goes a little over the top for what essentially is just fried chicken that could be gotten from pretty much any corner on any street nowadays. You know, and it's just funny how to see this kind of change in people when it comes down to wanting their $2.99 box of chicken. All of a sudden, it's like you're taking away their pension or something like that. What? No, I can't have that. I want my money, man. I want my chicken and all that kind of. You know what I mean? Ready to jump over
there's this sort of pantomime that goes on. In fact, before we go on, Roscoe's got back in contact with us, and this is about the app. He says he forgot to say the app actually isn't for sale. You can only win it in a competition. For Oscar Mayer in the States. Oscar Mayer,
the Wiener
in the
Corporation.
States. The Wiener.
Yeah, Oscar Mayer Wieners. You know, which is what we call like hot dogs basically over here. Yeah. Wiener.
Get your wiener. Yeah. I don't know.
And we're back in prison. No.
I can be a friend to you. All right. Anyway, he says you can only win it for the Oscar Mayer in the States for at least the Scent device is free.
Oh, so they've only created it for this one competition.
Yeah, and so is the wiener.
All right. So that means that if you're lucky enough to win, they'll deliver this device that emits bacon scent absolutely free. Hopefully it's the size of like a small box or ring box or something like that, rather than the size of a fridge. Where you want your app, sir?
Well, yeah,
back on the truck. Actually, you might as well just bring some actual bacon.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And actually, Roscoe's got in contact with us again. You are a whiz on that keyboard.
He's giving us all the facts, and yet nothing about Lent.
Yeah.
Although Dean did cover the 40-day part. But anyway, back to what Roscoe's saying. He says they don't have bacon on the ISS, but they are getting a 3D printer next year to make pizzas, plus an inflatable module to put the rubbish in.
Why does there have to be rubbish?
Why?
From pizza?
Well, I think why would you bring a pizza?
Wait, are you saying
ISS?
I'm seeing a flaw in their technology there here, Roscoe. They can't make bacon, but they can make pizza.
They can make pizzas.
Pizza clearly is a much more complex food stuff.
Does pizza have sausage on it? Which is
not all pizzas.
But it is.
You have at least dough.
Yeah, the pizza in itself is a whole thing. The bacon,
then you got the tomato.
Are just the top.
You got tomato. Yeah, and then you got cheese, onions, garlic, maybe some thyme.
Are you making the pizza? Why? How do you know so much about pizza?
Because I've made pizza.
But why?
I've actually made it from my bare hand, not from my hands.
From
that would be
disgusting. That sounds a little disgusting.
No, but I've made
Who did you give
pizza.
this pizza to?
My children. I made the pizza. And
should I be calling somebody?
Who don't have to? Still taking care of it. All right, but no, I've made pizza I made the dough.
You made the dough.
Actually, no, I didn't make the dough. I made that up. My wife made the dough. Right. I'm trying to think. What did I make? Yeah, I did make some of it. I made the tomato.
Okay, all right.
And
just very quickly,
really make the cheese.
I just want to know, did any of this actually happen? Because it sounds to me that you have an awful lot of facts for something that you just pulled out of the air.
I didn't just pull it. It was.
I'm sure you didn't.
Subconscious.
I'm sure this is actually.
You do realise that the subconscious has no sense of time.
Okay.
So therefore,
I don't see the relevance of that.
So it was just in there.
It was just waiting to pop out.
Yeah. I could just reach. It's just out there. I could just reach out.
Reach into the void and pull out magical things to amaze you. Yeah. You've never seen it before. Blow your mind.
Yeah, David Copperfield. That's what I'm like, but with fact. All right. But anyway, I made these pizzas, but I didn't make the dough. I did make the tomato base, however. So you didn't actually make the cheese, but I did put the cheese on it.
So wait, you didn't cut the base. You didn't do the cheese.
Who makes cheese?
Well, you grate cheese?
Yeah, I grated it.
But you just said you did.
I didn't make the cheese. I'm just saying I didn't actually.
But you made the tomatoes.
I made the tomato base.
You made the tomato base. So is the tomato base just like the tomato sauce that you put on?
No, I actually got vine tomatoes. Right.
Yeah, but when you put it on there, you
used a little bit of basil.
All right. No one's interested. Right. Yeah. It's golden. All right. Talking about the when you put it on the pizza, what form was it in?
It was in a sauce.
It's a sauce. So essentially, you just put sauce.
No, because it was a whole tomato before then.
I'm sure it was, Mike.
It was a whole tomato.
Okay, no one's judging you. It's okay.
I'm not.
Just calm down. Okay, it's just tomatoes, mate. You shouldn't be getting so angry.
I'm not getting angry.
You seem a little distraught.
I'm fine.
Are you
I'm okay now.
Of course.
Let me back
that's close enough, Clark. Yeah. Well. After Mike's little meltdown about tomatoes, I forgot to mention one last thing that Roscoe says is that apparently squid taste rubbery. So that's good to know. But I don't know if rubbery is the taste of rubber or the consistency of rubber. I mean, if it tastes.
How do you know what rubber tastes like?
That's not good. I don't really want to know how he knows. Rubber's always got that kind of sordid edge to it. When everyone says rubber,
well, no one should be saying that. You can say anything like that. Flubber. It's the same thing.
Well, I mean, maybe that's.
Roscoe's got back in contact with us. He says he worked in a chicken shop in an army town.
Wow.
When he was in uni.
You've lived.
All right, and he says Friday night was squaddy payday.
Uh-oh.
And I thought he said squiddy at first. I was like, what? No, it wasn't.
Squid's coming in with fistfuls of cash demanding chicken. It was a madhouse.
Yeah, you're not going to get squids. Can't eat chicken. Don't have the teeth.
Who said they're going to eat it, Mike? Ooh,
yeah,
they're having their fun.
Yeah, it's got to be fried first. Though. All right,
who knows what a squid wants from
a chicken? It's got to be dismembered and fried before they have fun with it.
Before they have fun. Do you really want to see a squid having its way with fried chicken?
I don't want to see.
That'd be like the
squid having its way anyway. They shouldn't even be allowed. That should be illegal.
There better be squirting some ink. I don't want to see what's happening.
That's disgusting. All right. Anyway.
Yeah. Sorry.
Roscoe goes on. He does say, I worked in a chicken shop in an army town when I was at uni. Friday night was squaddy payday, and it wasn't much fun when they started fighting each other in the queue, or when they'd start on the students, or I kicked over a bucket of water just before we opened.
What is that? Some kind of
deterrent?
Yeah, there's water. Stay back. They come in. Oh, my army training hasn't prevented me.
Oh, maybe it was to make them fall over.
But then isn't that just going to escalate?
Angry,
things?
Yeah.
Really? Now I'm wet and angry. And hungry.
Who dropped this bucket? Backfires.
Random voice just outing you right there. Why is that necessary?
If you had a whole heap of squaddies in your shop, and
I would leave. I'd close the shop. You've already lost control once you've let a squad of squaddies into your shop.
You ain't got no choice. Whenever you ever see a chicken shop man. If that's
chicken shop.
I don't know what you're calling.
A body of a man, the head of a chicken shop, is an abomination, but he went on to do great things.
The man who works in the chicken shop, he's always behind the counter, ready to serve.
Yeah, with a smile on his face.
Exactly. Why are they so happy?
I don't know. Maybe they're on some.
Well, you know what? Back to your original point. You were saying that they do get a lot of jip from people, and it's probably unwarranted.
Well, I don't understand where it comes. Where
this aggression.
Well, not so much the aggression, but the thought process where you feel it's okay to treat this person like this over something as trivial as fried chicken.
Do you think it's got anything to do with the fact that it's chicken?
Well, do you think that chicken incites rage in people? Is that what you're saying?
No. Do you think it's got anything to do with? Maybe if they were selling
like
cotton
steaks
buds
or something. Cotton buds. Oh, buds there! Put his cube off now!
Yeah, I mean, there's
buds.
probably no such thing as a shop that actually sells nothing but cotton buds. I'm pretty sure that's not.
I don't. There probably was, but they've gone out of business.
Yeah,
lack of customers. I mean, it's only so clean your ears can be, Mike.
Exactly.
Other than that, you're just abusing yourself.
I mean, I'd hate to see what that would look like. Someone abusing themselves with a cotton bud. Well, looking at Hellraiser, but instead of pins, got cotton buds stuck in your head.
You come in and they've got all these cotton buds stuck in different orifices, and they're just looking at you. I have such sights to show you. It's time to leave.
Roscoe, you are on a roll today. He's text back and he says apparently they're the easiest thing to make because they're round.
Pizzas.
Okay.
Must be talking about. I was thinking round chickens.
Yeah.
Can they do that now? Something I was about to run out and get myself.
Here's your perfectly circular chicken.
Because this is what I wanted.
Spherized chicken.
Too many points for my liking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cool. Is this before or after they prepare it? I mean, were they born that way?
What? There's the shape of a football.
Yes. Yeah, with the beak attached.
Can't actually discern any part from the other.
No, we don't need to, Mike. It's all delicious. Yeah.
So if you could get like balls of chicken.
What, like popcorn chicken?
No, like it's about the size of an apple, but it's chicken.
It's just nothing but chicken all the way through.
And they said it's exactly the same.
No,
right? All we've done is just taken all the skin
exactly
off.
The same as what? Exactly.
The chicken.
Is it really?
It is.
I don't think it is.
No, it's like there's a feather.
You just put.
But if there was a chicken, right, and it's perfectly round, right, and there was no defining features on it whatsoever.
How would I even know it was a chicken?
And someone gave you a slice, and it did taste like chicken. Would you continue to eat that product?
No. Well, I think this is the same sort of thing. Like when you go,
what do you think about it? Fish fingers, and not any more than that. I mean, because we've grown up with like fish fingers.
Yeah.
If you would like 200 years ago, right, and someone gave you that and said that's a carp.
It's a fish finger. That'd be no fish I've ever seen. Lad.
Yeah. This is a fish finger. You know how warped that would sound.
I'm trying to imagine the rest of the fish. That's that kind of thing. Like
fingers.
That's the thing. They've got fingers where you come from. That isn't a fish, lad. Leave it be. It's the devil's work.
We are just adapted to this totally perverse distortion of the food groups that we're eating. I'm just saying
it's perfectly legal.
Fish fingers. How about just a stick of fish?
A stick of fish. Right.
Stick
fish blocks.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Essentially, that's what it is.
Don't
fish.
tell me it's got fingers. Why not say maybe fish toes?
Well, I suppose it's the fingers. I suppose
fish toes. You can say that.
Fish toes. That sounds disgusting.
But fingers are alright.
Well, you could have like a finger of fudge, Mike. It does not literally a finger.
Always was skeptical about that. Finger of fudge is just enough.
Now you know the music. It's alright for you to sing adverts.
To give your kids a treat.
Yeah,
I can see why that's illegal now.
And we're back in prison.
Yeah.
This new inmate, I gave him a finger of fudge. Yeah. He's still recovering. You know what I mean? That's got to be the worst day in prison, really, isn't it? Hey, man, you want a finger of fudge? Oh, I love fudge. I remember used to eat it. And where are we going?
The last time I ate it, I was... Wait,
what's that? In the laundry room, you say? Is that where they keep the fudge? Yeah. That's where we pack it. That's where it gets packed. And then, it's gone wrong. I don't know why we keep coming back to this imagery. Quality show, Mike. It's quality. It's what people want to hear.
This is possibly the last broadcast. But
one way or another. No, but going back to the whole Morley's thing. Now, I think it's a bit unfair for these poor guys who are serving people to take this kind of abuse over. I mean, essentially what they're doing is just doing their job, and they're serving people. I mean, when have you ever been into one of these shops and the guy behind the counter has called you up? You know what I mean? When is that ever? That doesn't happen. I mean, I know they take a lot of these, but they never switch, do they?
No. But have you been that guy?
Which guy?
The guy
who abused them?
Yeah.
No, never. I wouldn't do I mean,
I'll tell you one time, me and a friend of mine, we used to go to this chicken shop like in Kennington.
Okay.
Right? And just before the guy served me, he kind of fingered his ear with his finger. And he's like, well, can I help you? I thought, no.
It's not now, you can't. I thought, washing your hands.
Finger in your ear.
What
and he was not to, no. I was like, what? No, what? Now you're deaf.
Well, you don't know. He's trying to deny that it happened. I don't understand.
No.
You want chicken? Nope.
Yeah.
Not from you.
No. I don't want it.
Don't want your secret sauce.
I mean, I think you've been fingering your ears, and then you're gonna go and touch.
Why does he say it like that? He's been fingering his ears.
He put his finger in his ear.
Well, I mean, but that's another topic that we could discuss. I mean, what is the worst thing that you've seen happen to food? I guess in these fast food restaurants, because I mean, maybe this is the downside. Their cleanliness isn't always top notch. I mean, don't get me wrong; it's a high pressure situation. They always, in demand and got to be serving someone. Then maybe, the hygiene levels slip from time to time. Maybe just slightly. Maybe just only for a split second. But when it does, clearly it's very noticeable, especially by these people.
Well, I've been in a situation close to that. I mean, many years ago, I worked in this sort of care home environment.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was the residents' Christmas dinner.
Okay.
I think it was roast beef or some rubbish like that. And
traditional.
Took it out of the oven. Yeah. And you had those big skewer things, and you dropped on the floor. And then me and the other staff members just looked at each other like,
"If you don't say anything, I won't."
Yeah,
and that was it. Oh wow.
Yeah,
and it just.
I didn't serve.
Did you eat any of it?
No.
Oh my. So let me guess. You were working at this place, and these people were in your care, shall we say?
Not exactly.
Not at a split second. No. Right, I'm on my break. It doesn't count. Is that pretty much?
I didn't see anything. Well, I think the agreement was that
you should be on like one of those what happens in kitchens, those kind of specials behind the scenes.
If you saw what happened in every kitchen you ate from, you wouldn't eat ever again.
I'm not denying that. I mean, sometimes it's best not knowing. Sometimes you don't want to see what's behind the curtain. It will warp your mind for eternity.
Man, Roscoe is back again with more facts.
Top form tonight.
He is. All right. He's like that guy at the end of 18 typing away.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
So now you know the songs.
Yeah, I always know the songs.
Okay.
That's my thing, yeah? Mine.
Fine, alright.
Don't start singing like you brought it in here.
Figure of fudge, you didn't know.
You don't remember. Yeah, the magic of fudge.
Yeah. Etched into my memory. Alright.
Good times.
Yeah. Anyway, Roscoe goes on to say, you can print the chicken, bacon, or whatever in any shape you want it. Your name, a model of the Eiffel Tower, pinhead, and whatever. Wow. I'll tell you what.
The 3D printer. Yeah. I think that's the kind of behavior that will get that taken off of you.
You know what, Roscoe? What I would like you to do later on after this show, Roscoe, is just try and blank your mind for a few minutes, and then just read through the last few emails, and then try and define whether or not these are the ramblings of a madman. Because I'm pretty sure they're quite random. I think they'll be quite humorous for you to look at later on.
Oh, quality stuff.
Just saying.
Oh,
but yeah, that's interesting. So, I mean, that's the good thing about these 3D printers. I've seen it, not in real life.
I've seen like footage of that.
Yeah.
I mean,
so you can print the chicken, but you have to have the ingredients.
Well, this is it. So, what do they use to print the stuff then? I mean, they've got like strands of meat that they use.
Well, yeah, it'll probably be in like some sort of powdery form or something. I don't know.
That should be eaten. Whatever that is not edible. No, I think if you're gonna make food, it should be made out of food. Yeah, it'll probably be chicken, which will be compressed into some sort of paste. Will it be chicken? Can it be legally classed as chicken at that point? In that state, would you be able to say yes, this is chicken?
All right. Have you eaten crab sticks before?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Are you aware that there's probably about 2% crab in there?
Well, okay, but I don't really care because I know what crab sticks are. You know, it's not like somebody said. Well, no, I don't, Mike. That was a lie. I have no idea what's in them, but they're delicious, and that's all that matters, isn't it?
Exactly.
But the thing is, with this, if you're making, but
Fish
then if
fingers.
that's the case,
They don't even tell you what fish it is.
well, but at least it's in a shape. Yeah, it's just saying, look,
Of a
we
square.
know it's not a fish.
It's not an animal. It's not an animal.
It's a finger shape.
Have you ever
Yeah.
seen? Not even in shape. What? Does it have a nail on the end of it?
No, shape, not actual.
You know what?
Parts.
It doesn't even look like a finger. Basically, they got a squashed rectangle and told you it's a finger. And we just
Those are the same
napped
kind
it
of
up.
fingers like the Muppets have, though, isn't it? They're just square, flat,
Don't know.
sponge-like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they're not
me.
exactly square.
Well, I mean, they're not finger-shaped though.
They're on the end of its hands.
Okay, are we really going to start arguing about fingers on air? Is this what
The Muppets
we've come to?
fingers specifically.
The Muppets fingers, yeah.
D, I think you should be more specific.
Okay, fine. Anyway,
Okay.
the point I was trying to make is, if you're going to print chicken, right? Why go for all the hassle of making it look like chicken? You know,
You
it's
don't,
not chicken.
that's what I'm saying, you
just
could-
print out a sheet. You know what I mean? Or a finger,
A tube. Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess a
tube.
tube would be.
a tube of chicken.
So, what shape should it be? Like in the
I
shape
think
of a gobstopper?
yeah,
Gobstopper or
something easily accessible. You know, Godstopper of chicken. You know,
Okay, so I mean, where do we go? I mean, you could have chicken, lamb. What else?
well, but see, then there's a problem. If everything is spherical, how do you know what's what?
Colour.
What if it doesn't have a color? Because it's just barely chicken.
No,
It may
it's
just-
chicken. It's just been squashed and fused into an
And it will still have the colour of chicken.
unrecognisable state, but won't affect the taste or texture in any way whatsoever.
I see. It's just as good as fresh farm-raised chicken. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So let me get this straight. It's Sunday.
It's the best
It's dinner
chicken you're
time.
gonna find around.
Your wife says,
while you
"Come in,
live-
honey. It's dinner time," and you wash your hands after chopping wood in the backyard. Roll up
well,
your
if
sleeves.
all of a sudden I'm
Yeah.
John Boy's dad.
Yes, that's right. You're having a wholesome, home-cooked Sunday dinner, roast chicken, and you sit down, and she brings in that that silver tray with the cover on it, like in the Tom and Jerry cartoons. You know,
Oh yeah. I remember that.
And then
tray.
you like,
yeah.
you got your napkin tucked in, you're holding your knife and fork in your hands, ready, and she lifts it up, and it's just a tray of spherical objects with steam rising off them, and she goes, "Dig in."
I think that they were those round things that they eat in the kung fu movies.
What, like the rice balls?
Yeah.
So it's dumplings or something like that. I think there was.
They
some
always
kind of-
looked tasty, but I didn't trust what was inside them.
Well, this is where I was going, because it could just be like eggs of some creature. That's all, you're just shoveling them down. These are delicious. Oh, and you found them where, you see? Now, you see, just because it is in a state it's easily accessible doesn't mean you should be eating it, people. That's what I'm saying. Spherical
what?
chicken
When
is
I'm
not the
thinking
way
about it-
forward.
So you're saying specifically because it's spherical is the more questionable thing about
I
it?
think it's one of the things you should be looking out for. If your food is perfectly round, then yeah, there's a problem.
Oh,
there.
I'll give you a flaw in your logic, right? I mean,
Okay.
this is how stupid people are, right? Some girl was telling me the other day that she eats turkey dinosaurs, and I said, "Have you even listened?"
No, she doesn't.
That's what I said.
Turkey
They don't
dinosaurs.
exist.
That's
And
ridiculous.
she's like, "No, they're
Is she,
turkeys in the
is she
shape
one
of
of the
dinosaurs."
Flintstones? Is that what's
like,
going on here?
What? I said, "You mean the turkey twizzlers?" She's like, "No, turkey dinosaurs. There's a difference."
So what?
They said they're turkeys in the shape of dinosaurs, and I'm like, "You
and
can't have
she's
a whole
a grown
turkey."
woman as well.
A grown woman. She's
Yeah.
about 24, 25 or something like that. Grown up enough to
To
know
know
that
better.
a turkey can't grow to the size of a dinosaur. All
Wait,
right?
it's not actual scale of a dinosaur, is it?
No,
That'd be
that would
impossible.
be ridiculous.
How many chickens would you have to tape together to make that work?
Turkeys.
Chickens, turkey. Yeah, I'm sure it's all turkey, Mike. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
We're not going to waste a whole turkey and shove it into a small
Into
breaded
the
thing. You know what? And all
of
you
a
guys
toy
eating that
dinosaur.
turkey shaped stuff.
Yeah,
It's not
dinosaur-shaped turkey substance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's-
not turkey.
No. You've
Yeah.
got about as much turkey in that as
If
you
it,
do
yeah,
in.
if it was Christmas Day and someone gave you a plate of that for Christmas dinner, what would you say?
No thanks. I don't know.
Well, you're insulting them.
I said,
Mike.
well, I don't eat turkey really. It's
Well,
too dry.
Just have a little bit, just a nibble. Just try some. Hey, you might like it. Go on,
I'm not gonna
take
lie.
a mouthful, and he just rubs it on your lips.
Nah, that's a punch in the face.
It's Christmas. Why are you punching people in the face?
What? You're telling me some guy comes up to you and say, "Yeah, have a bit of that."
No,
And rubs
no,
it on your
no.
lips. Rubs chicken on your lips. You're not gonna punch him in his mouth. I will knock him out.
Why are you making it seem like it's a scene from the Bills? Come on, eh? Here you go, sunshine. It's a chicken. Here you go.
Yeah.
No, it's not like I'm leading on to something else.
You know your ancestors love it.
I'm not even saying I don't know where this guy came from. I was just saying he could have been like, you know,
Third Reich by the sound of it.
no, I'm just saying it could be a relative. You know, maybe your aunt comes down and says, "Yeah, it's turkey," and she's like, "Oh, taste it," and then rubs it on your mouth, and you're gonna punch your aunt now because she tries to feed you at Christmas.
No, I wouldn't. Obviously, if it's a relative, I wouldn't punch it. But if it's like a perfect stranger and try to rub a piece of turkey on my lips, that's a blatant diss.
Yeah, unless you've paid for that shouldn't be happening.
Yeah,
There's
and
no
if you are
situation,
paying
right?
for that sort of service, there's something wrong with you. You need to go and see a doctor about that.
You have more problems than just the turkey thing.
Yeah,
but
anyway, we have gone slightly over the time, which isn't a problem. You just get more of us for free.
There you go.
Paying for this anyway. So really,
Mooches.
should be grateful.
Oh, what's wrong here? Complain. That's all you do. No. So yeah, thanks for sticking with us. We're going to make a move now. We're going to shoot off.
Yeah.
Yes. Thanks for everybody who joined in. Dean, Roscoe. Thanks for participating. Thanks for everyone else out there who's listening. Just remember that. Well, I said this last week. But it is. I am going to do it. I'm going to put the shows up on YouTube, last week's and this week's by next week. Before Lent. All weeks, Mike. That's the basis of time I'm working.
Okay.
So yeah, but until then, feel free to get in touch with us. Leave messages if you want. Facebook, just search for Mike and D versus the world. You should see the artwork, and you can join us, join the page, and leave comments and everything. Twitter, you can tweet us at Mike and D, or email us as Roscoe's been doing. See how easy it is if you want to get in touch with us, just email. He's been doing it. He's got the monopoly on emails right now. No one can touch him.
He is the email master,
and he's just so
quick. We need a tweet master and a Facebook master.
Let's start some kind of.
But please do get in contact and give us feedback.
The email, is mikeand44@yahoo.co.uk. That's if you want to send us email. Please feel free to get in touch, leave messages and thoughts or whatever. And if we really, really like them, then we may even discuss them next week on the show.
Well, yeah, and that's the whole point. We want to be discussing things that matter to you. And even if you found some of our subject matter to be maybe a little distasteful or risque, offensive, please feed back to us, because we're doing this for you.
Yes.
We're not doing this for our own benefit. We're not hoping that this is going to go somewhere.
Yeah.
And
we're not secretly
rich
laughing.
Kings, right?
Benefit off your misery.
Yes. That's not what we have in mind at all.
No.
So, please get in contact with us. We would very much appreciate it. Hope you've had fun. And we wish you a good weekend and all of that. Yeah, you know. So, bonsoir. Arrivederci. See, I'm going to try and drop a language every week.
You're going to try and do this
every week.
This is going to be a thing.
Yeah.
All right. So what is this week's language then?
Arrivederci. See, that's my Italian. Yeah.
I like it. Okay.
Italian.
Well,
bonsoir. Is he?
All right. Don't
French?
use it all up this week. What are you going to do next week?
Look. You think I can't learn more than one language
I really
or
don't
one
think
word?
You can. No, I think that's
right,
that's your limit right
I'm gonna
there.
put it out there now. Right, that's French. Bonsoir. Oui, poupou, la la. See, all of that.
Not words.
All of that.
Not
that
words.
It is.
Not. That's a word.
Ihon.
So if I go to a French person,
and you say
ihon. Right on, man. I can dig it.
Yeah, that's.
Come on, let us drink wine. Is that what's gonna happen?
That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, he will treat you like a fellow French cousin of the king of France, and he said, "Let's drink wine, and we are present. We have."
Is he the most stereotypical Frenchman ever?
He's a baron.
Well, okay.
There you go. That's what will happen if you say
baron.
Ihon. All right, if you say Ihon. So I'm saying bonsoir to all you people out there. See, and if you say
you have to say
in between.
Oui.
I do not know. Tony Duarte.
Okay, that's enough.
See?
I can see you're just turning on all the female listeners.
It is.
I can speak French if I wanted, but
go on then.
Don't wanna. Yeah, not all of us need to show off, Mike. Yeah, some of us got some dignity.
Yeah,
parading around. What's next? We wearing a striped shirt, string of onions, beret, riding a bicycle.
Shirt on actually.
Just don't stop, do you?
Yeah. Anyway,
as we were saying, thanks for listening. And we're out. Catch you next week. And have a good weekend.
Yeah, we are.
Bye.